Uhtred and Ethelfled arrive back at Winchester to tell Alfred that the Danes want 3,000 pieces of silver and 500 pieces of gold, and Alfred agrees to pay it, much to the displeasure of Odda and the other lords of Wessex. At the Danish camp, Eric smuggles some ink and paper in for Ethelfled to write a letter to Uhtred telling them how they mean to escape. When she is finished, he brings a note to Sihtric, who is still spying for Uhtred, and tells him to deliver it to his lord. Odda has been sent back to his estate in Devonshire for angering the king, and Uhtred pleads with him not to make any rash decisions. However, it seems he never had intention of going back to Devonshire, and he's raised his army. Now he sends Father Perlig, Alfred's spy, to go back to him. At the Danish camp, Siegfried is beginning to expect that Eric's up to something, so he decides to double the guards around the ships. Father Perlig now rides back to Alfred. He tells him that Odda has raised his army, which forces Alfred's hand, and he has to go after Odda with his own army now. Uhtred and his men now arrive at the Danish camp to help Eric and Ethelfled escape. However, when they take out the guards to the ships, Eric and Ethelfled are nowhere to be seen, and are forced to go further into the camp. They find Eric feasting with his brother, and when he finally does know it's Sihtric, he follows him out to meet Uhtred. Eric tells him that the plan has to be changed, as they're now keeping Ethelfled in a cage above the main hall. To get the Danes out of the hall, they set fire to some of the other buildings, so when they're all gone, they're able to sneak in and cut down the chains that hold up the cage. When they finally do get her down, they have no other choice but to send her out the main gate on a horse, and unfortunately, all the Danes notice this and decide to follow her. However, when the Danes catch up, it turns out that it isn't even her. Siegfried soon figures this out, and he finds Eric and Uhtred helping Ethelfled escape. Eric holds off Siegfried while Uhtred escapes with Ethelfled, and while the building burns around him, Siegfried delivers a killing blow. Realising what he has done, he embraces his brother as the building goes down around him. Odda and his men are camped out quite close to the Danes, and that is when he notices Alfred and his men up on the hill. The two begin negotiating, but that is when they notice Uhtred and Ethelfled fleeing from the Danish camp. Just behind them is Siegfried and his host of Danes, and as they begin charging down Uhtred and Ethelfled, Odda and Alfred band together and form a shield wall protecting the princess. Siegfried breaks their shield wall and begins hacking like a madman. He becomes close to killing the Lord of Mercia, but Uhtred intervenes. Siegfried and Uhtred are about to fight, but a sword emerges through Siegfried's back, and it turns out that it was Ethelfled who dealt the mortal blow. With the Danes leaderless, Ethelfled can return to Winchester safely, but while she's there, she confides to Uhtred that she might need his protection in the future, as she thinks she's carrying the child of Eric. Odda has also been imprisoned as a traitor, and as his last wish, he asks Ethelwald to bring him a gift from his estate, and turns out to be the knife that he killed his son with. With that, we've come to the end of Season 2 of The Last Kingdom, so leave a comment saying what you thought of the season overall, and if you've enjoyed the recaps, subscribe and maybe leave a like.